Welcome to Cool Outdoors. Today I'm going to help make you a better fisherman by telling you about 10 mistakes that a lot of fishermen make. If you can correct these 10 mistakes, you will catch more fish. Have you ever noticed that some people make the same mistakes over and over and over again? We become creatures of habit. So these next 10 mistakes will help you. The first mistake I see a lot of fishermen making on there is they don't concentrate on what they're doing. They're doing things like a robot. When you fish, total concentration is critical. You will catch a lot more fish because you'll catch more bites just because you know they're happening. You have to be aware of your lure at all times. If it feels light, you probably got a fish on you. You need to set the hook. When in doubt, set the hook. Mistake number 2. A lot of us, we get tunnel vision. We get into a groove, we figure out what we think is working, and we just lose track of everything else. We stop paying attention to what's going on around us. We don't notice a change in the wind. And to me, the best thing to do is just watch the bait fish. Where the bait fish are is where the fish are. Watch the bait fish and you will be fine. Now, this brings up mistake number 3. A lot of us, we hate to adapt to new situations. We fail to adapt. We become so intrigued in one lure that when its pattern starts to fail, we start failing. What we need to do as fishermen is start trusting our instincts and trying to change with the fish. If the fish change, we change. That is what makes us better fishermen. Mistake number 4. A lot of us become too dependent on finding the bass in shallow water. If you're a good fisherman, you better be able to find the fish in shallows and in deeper water. And you better know how to fish them in both places. Becoming more efficient at fishing deeper water fish will make it for you to not have as many weaknesses. And when you don't have very many weaknesses, you win a lot more tournaments. Mistake number 5. A lot of us waste our time. We get out there, we start gritting around. Okay, if we don't think the fish are going to fight until a certain time, we just cast the lines out. We don't really pay attention. And fishing's like any other sport. You get in what you put out. Even if you're not catching fish and if you're practicing lure presentations, at least when they're going to bite, you are ready for that bite. But if you're a good fisherman, there's bite all the time. For me personally, I go out early, I stay out late. I come back when it gets dark, and I try to use all my time on that water wisely that day. I get to know my water as good as I know my backyard. Mistake number 6. Too many of us become dependent on one spot. It becomes like a honey hole. Have you ever heard that myth, the honey hole? Honey holes don't exist. What you need to do is start looking for a pattern, and that pattern working all over in different places in the lake. If you figure out the pattern of the day, you're going to catch a lot more fish, and you won't overpressure your one good spot because you're putting pressure on other fish too. You're going to have a higher quality load, and you're going to be a lot better off if you stop pressuring the fish over. Mistake number 7. A lot of us, we're just not thorough enough. We get into an area, we quickly go through it, and we don't slow down. When you get to a spot, slow down and fish it. I'm not saying don't fish fast, but slow down at the same time. It's a hard thing to accomplish, but if you're a good fisherman, you can do this. Mistake number 8. A lot of us, we overlook the details. When a little tiny thing changes, we don't notice it. When we don't notice little tiny details happening to our left, to our right, and when that happens, we eventually are going to stop catching fish. Mistake number 9. How many of you have gotten out to the lake and you just get out there, put your boat in, and just take off? You don't know what you're doing. You have no idea. That explains about 9/10 of fishermen. When I get to a lake, I have a plan. I know where I'm going, how I'm going to do it, and how long I'm going to fish. To get to this point, when I was younger, my parents used to make me fish with one lure. I had to make my plan for the day around that one lure. So I'd get up to a body of water and I would plan my day. I knew where I was going, where I was going to be, and I knew how, when, where, why. If you try to answer those questions right there. So why, when, where, and how. Those 4 questions, if you can answer those, will make you a better prepared fisherman. And you will be a lot better fisherman. Now mistake number 10. Okay, right now, if no one makes this mistake, see the subscription button? Push it. Ending your education. If you're not learning how to more new knowledge, you won't become a better fisherman. A lot of us, we think we know everything and we end our knowledge and we don't learn anything new. So, like I said, push the subscription button. It's over here. It's kind of over here in this bottom corner of the screen. Push it, push it, push it. Because that will make you subscribe to me and you'll get your daily dose of fishing tips. I am your host, Derek Cole, and until next time, stay fishing, stay cool. Remember to subscribe, like, and share my videos. Until next time, later!
Derek.